Have you ever wondered why executive communication fails in cross-cultural environments? Hi, I'm your communication bestie. I work as a cultural communication strategist in helping leaders and organizations communicate with clarity and competence. Effective leaders don't just communicate clearly, they communicate with cultural awareness. Executive communication used to be the norm, right? Anyone who has ever worked in corporate knows and has experienced how professionalism is always the standard. But what if I told you that those types of standards can't and won't work in this current global world with diverse teams? You see, brilliant leaders often fail when their messages don't translate. And here are some of the ways that I have noticed while working with executive leaders and how they fail. The first one is assumed shared context. Most leaders believe that just because we're in the same environment, we understand the experience is the same. No. Second, direct and indirect communication styles. Every culture has its own way of communication. Third, power dynamics and misunderstandings. And this is probably a no-brainer. A clear example of reframing language is, let's say you're an executive leader in Canada leading a global team from Japan, South Africa, and/or Brazil. You tell your team members to speak up if they ever have any concerns. Weeks later, mistakes continue to emerge, but there's no communication happening. As an executive leader, you're going to conclude and think that your team lacks initiative. But in reality, it's the different cultures within the group that has informed how and if they can voice their opinions. And their specific cultural norms have taken precedent. So as an executive leader, you would need to empower yourself and your team members with culturally competent language that will encourage influence without a need for translation. And when that happens, your team will never fail within cross-cultural environments. And you will continue to become an effective, culturally aware leader. So let me know in the comments if you've had an experience as a team member where a leader has not been able to understand any cultural nuances within the group. I'll see you in the next one.